Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas shaping our world. And today, we're talking about a fundamental shift in AI, its evolution from just being a simple tool to becoming a real collaborative partner.
You know, if you still think AI is just about asking a chatbot for a recipe or a funny poem, then what's happening right now in late 2025 is really going to surprise you. This technology is evolving way beyond those simple question and answer bots. The whole industry is making a huge shift. We're moving away from AI as a helpful assistant that just follows our commands to an AI that's an agentic partner, one that can actually take action on its own to get something done. So let's get into it. What does this pivotal shift to agentic AI actually mean? It's a term you're going to be hearing a lot more, and honestly, it's the key to understanding where all of this is headed.
Okay, think of it this way. It's the difference between asking for step-by-step instructions to build a shelf and just telling an AI, hey, I need a bookshelf for this wall. It then figures out the design, the materials, the steps, and executes. It plans, it reasons, and it does the work.
Now, this move toward autonomy isn't happening in a vacuum. Nope. It's part of a much larger set of trends that are really defining 2025. And it's all being driven by massive, and I mean massive, investment and some major technological leaps.
The economic stakes here are just staggering. According to McKinsey, generative AI could add somewhere between $2.6 and $4.4 trillion to the global economy annually. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire GDP of the United Kingdom every single year.
So all this value is being unlocked by three key trends. First, you've got multimodal models. These things can understand not just text, but also images, audio, and even video, the whole shebang. Second, there's hyper-personalization, tailoring experiences to you in real time. And finally, you have the rise of these incredibly powerful autonomous agents we've been talking about.
All right, let's dive into a real concrete example that brings all these trends to life. On November 18th, 2025, Google unveiled a new model and a platform that just perfectly capture this new era.
They launched Gemini 3 Pro, which is their most intelligent model yet. And it was designed from the ground up to power these new agentic workflows, especially in really complex areas like software development. And alongside this powerful model, they launched an agentic development platform called Google Anti-Gravity. Now, we all know that under the laws of physics, anti-gravity is pretty much impossible, right? So this name, it kind of makes you ask the question, so what's really cool here is the metaphor. While physics tells us you can't just fight gravity, Google's using the idea to describe a platform that lifts the immense, heavy weight of modern software development. It lets developers operate at a higher, more creative level. So what new capabilities do these systems actually give people? Developers, engineers, other technical professionals. What are the practical superpowers we're talking about? First up, a massive context window. Get this, Gemini 3 Pro can process over 1 million tokens of information at once. A token is basically like a word or a piece of a word. So this means it can read and understand entire code repositories, huge PDF reports, or hours of video, all in a single go. And that power unlocks a totally new way to create, something Google is calling vibe coding. So, for example, you could literally sketch a simple idea on a napkin, record a voice memo describing what the app does, and the AI could generate a fully functional interactive application from just that single high-level prompt. It's wild! And this slide right here, this shows you the engine behind that vibe coding capability. The model isn't just looking at text. It can pull in and reason across code, images, audio, video, and documents, all at the same time. That's absolutely crucial for these complex real-world tasks. Okay, now let's see how these incredible capabilities actually translate into the real world, because this isn't just for coders. The implications are huge for engineers, for urban planners, and for GIS specialists, really for anyone who works with complex systems and data. For engineers, the impact is already here. Northrop Grumman is using this kind of physics-based AI to dramatically speed up the design of hardware like spacecraft thruster nozzles. This is a real-world test case for designing complex physical systems, and it's happening right now. So if it can design parts for a spacecraft, how do these new powers of reasoning and massive data comprehension translate to other specialized fields? Think about urban planning or geographic information systems, GIS, which also deal with incredibly complex multi-layered data. Well, the model's improved spatial reasoning is a game changer. It opens up all these new possibilities for simulating traffic flow or planning routes for autonomous vehicles. Its ability to understand complex documents means it can analyze dense zoning regulations, and its multimodal skills allow it to process vast amounts of geographic data from all kinds of sources at once. And all of this brings us right back to that core idea we started with, a fundamental change in our relationship with AI, from a tool we direct to a partner we collaborate with.
So the crucial point is this. When AI is just a tool, you're the builder, doing things step by step. But with an agentic AI partner, you get to be the architect. You set the vision, the high-level goal, and the AI handles the complex construction.
And that leaves us with a pretty big question to think about. As these agentic systems become more and more capable, more autonomous, how do our own roles evolve alongside them? When the AI can do the building, what does it really mean for us to be the architects?